what about you? In today's video, we're going to do like a special sort of behind the scenes video and take you on our day.
Yes, and some of these gardens you're going to see today, you probably have already seen the last couple of months.
For our regulars in the channels, in February, March, I was publishing lawn care videos and some people were saying to me, Robbie, you're ripping people off. I did not work in February. And if you look at those videos, there was leaves on the trees. So I thought at the time it was a bit of a giveaway. Obviously, I didn't make it clear enough.
No.
That content was filmed last year and we put it out this year.
Yes.
So I thought for a bit of fun, we'd bring you around and show you some of those gardens this year with a bit of a behind the scenes. Now this video is in partnership with Jobber, but more than that. And then another thing is we have an important phone call to make.
Very important.
Very important. So hopefully he's going to answer because I haven't arranged this with him. So how many gardens are we doing today, Jason?
I think it's 5 today.
Yeah,
5 lawns.
Yeah.
Full spring renovations.
Hello, James.
How are you doing?
Very good.
Darren?
See, before you say anything, James, I'm just going to say we're doing a bit of a video here, and we've got you on speakerphone. We just phoned up to congratulate you on the 100,000. So we've got James Hay from
Machinery Nation
here, and we're just phoning him up to say congratulations on his 100k subscribers.
Oh, there we are.
Nobody,
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
nobody sees the work that goes into YouTube.
Can you send some of them our way?
The scary thing is I've done like 3 times the amount of videos you have.
We're 300 videos in at this point. How many videos have you got?
750,
Oh.
750.
including shorts, but yeah.
You've definitely done the miles. Congratulations, James.
Thank you very much. No, you know, wouldn't have done it without people like you to inspire too as well, Robbie, so.
Good man. That's us just coming to the end of job 1. And I thought this would be a good video to show you how I use Jobber. Jobber is scheduling, invoicing, quoting software that I use in my own business. I've actually used it for the last 10 years. They sponsor this channel and they also sponsor the podcast channel. For anyone that doesn't know, I run a podcast called Roots to Revenue. It's now in its 2nd year and we bring businesses from all over the UK to talk about the highs and lows and the challenges they face running their small business. So we're going to get tidied up and we'll see you at the next job. So I've just arrived at garden number 2. Now in my video that we did, I think it went out in February, it was about how to fix a wet lawn, a dry lawn in the summer and a wet lawn in the winter. The gardener had been going up and down the same lines all the time with his lawnmower and he'd created tram lines. So we'll go around, see is he still doing it or have we solved that problem, hopefully. Now this lawn I've been looking after for a number of years, however it does have a gardener, so I think maybe somebody's done some scarifying or the lawn looks like it's been scarified. We're going to scarify it anyway, but all the lines in it, you can see this chewed up grass and stuff. but all these white patches, you can sort of see the turf's been ripped in places. We're going to scarf that area anyway, but I am happy to see that we don't have the lines. Really, you can see some tram lines here. Looks like a tram line running down here. What he needs to do anytime he cuts the grass isn't always go over the same stripes, especially whenever it's wet, because that's whenever we're getting these tram lines that we did fix last year for him. But let's get the tools out of the van and get cracking on here. Now today's video isn't going to be highly edited like a lot of my videos, because I really don't have time. We actually have 5 gardens to do, and filming projects, it just takes loads of time. So we're going to be really pushed to get all these through all these gardens, plus get the filming done. So we're going to get on with it. So while Jason does the aeration behind me, I thought we'd have a quick chat about Jobber. Jobber is my scheduling, invoicing and quoting software. It basically runs the back end of my entire business. Whenever you do lawn treatments, you need software to manage it, and that's where Jobber is fantastic. If you have 30 or 40 customers, chances are you're still doing it with pen and paper. Whenever you have hundreds of customers, well then, it's a totally different ball game. And Jobber just streamlines everything. They've even introduced recently an AI assistant that can take calls on your behalf. So if somebody phones up looking for a service, that'll take the call, find out what they want, and book the job in. Absolutely amazing. So a feature that I was going to show you later on is Jobber Forms that's within the invoicing system. So you can use these forms to, you can create custom forms to whatever you need. If you need to tell people or employees about to do certain tasks, we use them to collect the information we use about the spraying. You're legally obliged to do it, and from a health and safety point of view, you should be doing it anyway. So we use that. We also have a lawn survey report. Now, I'll be sending one to the customer because this lawn looks like it's been scarified before we got here. Generally, we wouldn't do work to a lawn if a customer's been working on it beforehand. However, this customer's been with me a long time, and I know and I trust them. I'll show you that shortly. Our invoicing software, we can have pictures of the job, individual pictures of the job. You could even have a picture of each individual job if you wanted for a customer, which is really good. So our spraying records, so we'll have the name of the operator, the time it was sprayed, the type of product that we used, the products that we put on, the area covered. So most of the time we would spot spray areas, how many weeds are in the lawn, temperature, wind speed, cloud cover, did it rain, was it rain, anything else, was there waterway. So that's just, anytime we're spraying, we'll always keep really accurate records. So the other thing, whenever I finish this job, I'll be sending the customer a health assessment report. So again, who it's carried out, and then where the lawn is, just different things. And then I'll just fill this in as needed. And then that keeps me right, that keeps them right. And I'll also send them some mowing tips, advice, and any other information that I think might be relevant to it. So that's a really handy thing with Jobber Forms. You can custom make those to suit whatever requirements you need for your own business. Don't take very long to do, really good. So that's just one way that we use Jobber to really speed up our day, just for keeping records and sending information to customers really quick, really easy. Because whenever you're running a busy business, then you want to be able to keep in contact with your customers. And I do it all through this here. We can even send them on the way text messages and whatnot. But look, let's get on, we'll do this scarfan. So we'll go and see the holy grail of lawn care. Does the customer have empty bins? One empty, 2 empty, excellent. So even though I think this garden's been scarified, we actually still pulled out. Not bad amount of material, so still worth doing. So we'll go around and see Jason to the new lawn. I'm going to say it is quite small. This is the smallest lawn that we're doing today. So while Jason's round the corner doing all the work as usual, thought we could have a chat. So today we're filming 5 gardens as we work, so don't have a whole lot of time to put into the, I don't have the same amount of effort to put into a video what I usually would. A lot of times whenever we're turning up to a job and we're filming a day's job, a half day's job will turn into a full day, and a full day job can roll into 2 days, and it can be really time consuming trying to fit all that in. Plus loads of videos I make now are standalone, they're just made for the channel. They're not actually made, that's not us out working, it's just us out making videos. So often those videos can take a day or 2 days to film, so that's me plus Jason. Anybody who runs a business will appreciate the cost involved and all that. So Jobber comes into it because I can schedule my time really easily, and I can drag and drop jobs. I know exactly what I'm doing. Jason knows what he's doing every day, which is really handy. We can always keep customers in the loop because we can send them a text or an email the night before to let them know we're coming. So if you're busy, regardless of what type of, if you're in any sort of service-based business, Jobber is really good and you should have a look at it. So let's go and see what Jason's up to now. Before we go to the next job, another really handy feature in the app. I know where the next job is, but just to show you, if I want to miss out any traffic, then just with a button, it clicks through to Google Maps and know exactly where I'm going. And then obviously if there's any traffic or anything else, I'm going to get routed around it. I'm not going to spend half my day sitting in traffic going to the next job. So let's go. So this is actually a lawn that another lawn that we filmed that this year. And somebody said to me in the comments of that video that we were ripping people off doing lawn care, because we put that video, I think that video went out in February, but somebody says to me, oh, you're ripping people off putting out or doing lawn care in February or March because the grass won't grow. But in actual fact, we filmed those videos at the end of April or the start of May. So this lawn here, the customer has a dog. So if you have a dog and you're getting patches like this, I've done a couple of videos like this before, but what you really want to do is you want to take the dog somewhere else for its first toilet break of the day, because that is the main cause for those burns. It's too much urea. Urea is the compound that's in fertilizer. It's a bit that makes it nice and green. So that's why round the outside where you see dog pee patches, it's always nice and green, and in the middle it's burnt. It's just too much urea from the dog's pee. That's all that does it. So it's handy having the ramps that we use to get the tools in the van, because we'll use them now, so I guess to get up that step and then to get back onto the lawn. So if you're enjoying this style of content, because we don't usually make sort of videos like this, if you're enjoying this style of content, let me know down in the comments. Another problem we come up against all the time is electric gates. We'll now not take on a job unless we have the code for the gates where we're working. Now again, I'll save that code in Jobber under notes, and that's going to be available to anybody on the team for turns up to do a job here. They're going to have access to the gate code so as we can gain access. There's nothing worse than arriving at a job to find that you can't get in. So I have my new range of fertiliser out, I Grow Carpet. I'm going to drop a link down in the video description. If you want to get a really nice lawn this year, make sure to come and check out our website. Really good. So we're going to, a bit like the channel, believe in education first before selling. I always want to educate you, make sure you're doing things the right way. We don't want to just buy the products and throw them down. That's not how we do things in this channel. So make sure to check us out if you want a nice lawn. On to the next one. Lunchtime over. Jason's going to do the scarf on this one. I'll go around and make the other one. Just means we're always both busy, making money, making money. What about that sky behind me? Fantastic for a scarf fan, especially the start of April. Hard to believe that it's so sunny. It feels like it's summer today. The sweat's actually on me. So Something else with Jobber, before we go to the next job, is we invoice everything on the go. Before I drive off from this job, I'll be sending the customer an invoice. Now with some customers, I'll also hold a card on file. So what that means is whenever me or Jason hits mark job complete, the system automatically takes payment, sends an invoice, gives the customer a receipt, and a couple of days later that money's in my account. So no longer do I have to spend chasing invoices, wondering am I getting paid. But Jobber will chase invoices if people are late paying you, which is really good. It'll also do stuff like it automates loads of stuff, like it'll send quote reminders and helps you win more work. So they're just some of the wee features today that how Jobber really helps increase my workflow.